So ladies, I'm just a bursting cauldron of creativity this morning. I wrote another letter to the editor, and I titled this one, The Brutal Circumnavigation of the Great Reset. Whew, that's a long title. And it's not taken from Scripture directly, but if it causes you to rely on Christ, which is what I think we're all going to have to do in the very near future, and in a way that we've never relied on Him before, because we had no other choice, then it will have done its duty. So here it is. I'm going to read this for you. The Brutal Circumnavigation of the Great Reset. I suppose the biggest challenge of penning this letter to the editor was in attempting to make the title of it shorter, but I was not successful. It occurs to me at this late stage that the general public has begun to hear a term known as the Great Reset, and put bluntly, this is a not-so-clever way of dealing with the unimaginable debt and monopoly money printing of the civilized world, America in particular, before the entire system collapses. The core of this reset being the introduction of a digital currency to replace all paper transactions, where all transactions, no matter what they may be, can be tracked, and the digital currency itself manipulated to whatever the value the governing authorities want it to have, etc. Now, whatever the reader of this letter thinks I'm about to talk about, you will be wrong, unless you read ahead. And of course, ladies, you can't read ahead. For it has really nothing to do with the Great Reset, as most see it, but rather a brutal and unforgiving circumnavigation of that reset, something that the vast majority of people, whether they be in public or private life, are not willing to see. Regardless of what the talking heads, including conservatives in the media, are telling the American people about the war in the Ukraine, Putin's invasion of that sovereign country's territory is going more or less according to plan. And when the dust settles, he will likely have the Ukraine, a country the size of France, under his control. Understand that this invasion was probably planned in advance by both Russia and China. As Putin gets what he wants, China will once again begin ratcheting up its intimidation of Taiwan. And like Russia invading the Ukraine, so China likely will with Taiwan. But unlike the Ukraine, America is bound by a treaty to defend Taiwan. So as America possibly goes to war with China, Russia may indeed join the conflict. And this will be the brutal circumnavigation of the Great Reset. While the economic think tanks are debating about how to deal with our unimaginable debt, money printing, and deficit spending via an all-digital currency, etc., we may indeed find ourselves in an unmanageable war with both China and Russia, and all this inside of a year. I've heard the not-so-bright repeatedly say that our national leaders tend to get us into wars when they see no other ways to boost the economy. But this war that is likely coming will not only destroy what is left of our economy, but may destroy America as well. Ladies, know Jesus Christ while you can. Depend on Christ while you can. God bless you both.